Folks, welcome into Trainwreck today. We are at that halfway mark of the week, but we are also on Beat Texans Eve. We just had another big win for UB basketball. They're 5-0 for the second time in program history. We've got Sabres tonight. We've got UB Bulls football tonight. So let's strap in and let's go.
We all need a place where we can be ourselves, somewhere you can leave all your worries on the shelf, and whether you win or lose, you can count on me, and I can count on you. You know this train never stops. This train never stops. You know this train never stops. This train never stops. You know this train never stops. This train never stops. You know this train never stops. You know this train never stops.
Folks, welcome on in. We are live in Hamburg, New York, Bruckman Studios. It is Trainwreck today, the Rob Ray edition. Slickaroonie, 32. We got Dreamboat Don in the saddle on the ones and twos. We got Slick on my left. But we have got breaking news here early. Breaking. Slick, I was asleep at the wheel. You tell me we've got some insider info from the Bills.
Folks, breaking news from the Bills. Steve Tasker has been named as a semifinalist in the seniors category for the Pro Football Hall of Fame 2026 class. Don, it may be happening.
It's happening. It's long overdue, but it's happening now, and I'm thankful for that. We've been saying it for years. Everyone's been saying it. Get him in the Hall of Fame. And, you know, we got these weirdos that are like, no, you can't have a special teams, specialist in the Hall of Fame. Well, meanwhile, every coach preaches about how important special teams are. So,
I mean, just look at these stats.
Way
they
overdue.
Speak for themselves. 204 tackles on special teams alone, 7 blocked punts, 7 first special teams returner cover man named to 7 Pro Bowls dominated AFC for 4 to 5
You're
years.
leaving out my favorite one, the 1993 Pro Bowl MVP.
Of course,
back
how
when
could
the
I
game
forget?
actually meant
Back when they
something.
were back when they were actually hitting on special
Back when they
teams in
were
the Pro
playing
Bowl.
the game. I want to say that he had a blocked punt and a punt return for a TD. So I think he absolutely dominated that game.
Yep.
Again, I've kind of gone through. I was a naysayer before on Steve Tasker. I was like, you need to be like, a prominent offensive weapon, defensive weapon, or whatever. But the more I grow, the more I look at how impact Steve Tasker had on the special teams of the game. This was a guy who was in the 1% of the 1% at his position, and that is what the Hall of Fame is all about. Slick.
That's a guy that invented special teams, makes special plays, absolutely deserves it. We've been preaching to the choir for years. Hopefully 89 keeps advancing in these rounds as we go on from the semifinals.
One Buffalo Bills entity that might be getting recognition at long last. And we've got another Buffalo Bills entity who has arrived at the world at long last. Sunny Haven Shakir.
Let's bring it up.
What a beautiful baby. I think it was a black and white photo. So, I mean, you couldn't see the, what do you call it? The complexion? Yes. But what a beautiful baby. I know it was a little early. I got nervous. It was like 3 weeks early or so, 2-3 weeks early. But looks like
it's just that pumped to watch the Bills win.
Seriously. And when you
want
post
to make it for Thursday Night Football.
The nice thing is that, you get nervous, but then you post the Instagram photo, so it's all good. It would seem that family is all well.
I'd like to say, too, I mean, great timing for Khalil. Probably is flying out today. So just absolutely perfect timing.
Low-key, Sunny Haven Shakir might have came at the perfect time. I think he literally left Sunday's game. He got to skip Monday workday.
Yep.
He got to skip Tuesday workday. Now he's flying to Houston. I mean, is there any way we don't hammer this Khalil anytime plus 270?
We gotta get on that right away. Also, line going up too with the Davis Mills news, but yeah,
what's Poly market got right now?
Well, I saw -6, I believe. So maybe that's due to the Sunny Haven news as well. Maybe they saw the Khalil news and they're like, my
Sunny
goodness,
Haven
that's an extra 7 points on the board just from the perfect 10 alone.
Yes. So obviously, the perfect 10 is a pass catcher, but when it comes to the pass catchers, Slick, we just got an update. It's going to be we didn't commit any penalties, but we're going to be shorthanded when we go down to Houston.
Going to be shorthanded, which means we'll probably be bringing back a guy that wasn't there last week. So Dalton Kincaid, McCole Hardman, Curtis Samuel, all out. Sean McDermott just announced on the radio show.
We talked about this too.
Yeah.
If he plays,
absolute hammer. Absolute hammer.
Absolute hammer.
So Don, what Maniac and I were talking about last night, dub hunting. If this dude plays, you got to go Khalil and Keon parlay TD, right?
I'm not putting any money on Keon. I can't do that in good faith.
He was in Houston.
He could. I mean, but
scored the last time he played.
I mean, we're shorthanded, and Jaguars coach just said he called the Texans defense the #1 in football. Joe Brady just giving their defense some flowers.
Great coach speak.
I love the Shakir one. I'm with you on that, but Keon is not, proven that he's ready to go up against potentially the top or one of the top NFL defenses in the league. So,
what do you think Keon Coleman anytime TD is tomorrow?
Is it already up there?
Yep.
Plus 475.
Close.
I was going to say plus 350.
Plus 430. Terrell Shaver's longer odds. So very interesting to see after that breakout game.
Tyrell, 500?
500, yeah. But yeah, no, I think, so here's the question for you guys as we get into Thursday Night Football Eve. Obviously, a massive part of our success Sunday was gunning the ball 20, 25, 30 yards downfield constantly. We were pushing the ball downfield. Texans have a great defense. We're going to be on the road on a short week. Is this more you get back to the basics of establishing a run with James Cook?
Yeah, well, I think especially after last week, the versatility is there in the passing game now. It gives the defense and the D coordinator a lot more to think about because people already know what James Cook is capable of. And then you bring in Ty Johnson with his versatility as well in the backfield, scoring from 52 out. Ray Davis looks good in the passing game as well as the running game, as well as James Cook. So I think there's a lot more for the Texans D to think about. They're going to be a lot more on their toes than people may think. And I think the line reflects it. But in terms of back to the basics, I think you do mix in a little more run game than you had this previous Sunday.
Speaking of Ty J26, did we get any update on the fine?
No fine as of now.
No fine as of now.
No fine.
No fine. Let's
go. Come on.
Let's do a little humping in the NFL, Don.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it was nothing wrong with if it's on the ground. I think that's the issue. I think when Rico Dowdle did it, it was in air, hands behind the head. Saw that. When you do it to the ground, you got some that area is being obscured. So
it was missionary.
Yeah.
Also,
it's how God intended.
Missionary.
Yeah.
Every night.
Also, 2 pumps, not 3. That's crucial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Honestly, I was surprised how quick he finished there, but I also was surprised that he found the end zone 50+ outs. So I guess I shouldn't be jumping to substitute.
It's Maniac's favorite phrase.
Yeah,
surprised how quick he finished.
He's a freaky guy.
I'm always willing to be surprised at how quick a man can finish. With that said, the Bills are going to need to finish tomorrow in Houston. This is a short week, and then we've got a long week before the Steelers. But you can't look ahead to the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers, and maybe he has a broken wrist or whatever. Houston Texans, Davis Mills. We've had some rhetoric from the Trainwreck boys. Can't lose this game is what they're saying. Now, obviously, I think all Bills fans feel that way. What makes you nervous about this Houston matchup, Slick?
It's definitely their ability to probably defend us. I'm not really sure how I'm feeling about the offense with Davis Mills in. It's definitely an X factor as opposed to C.J. Stroud. But then again, this Texans O-line is absolutely terrible. I think we can get some pause on them. It's got to be the secondary and their ability to defend us, how we can adapt to that, how we can make strategic changes to our game plan as the game progresses and Joe Brady sees what the defense is throwing at us. Don?
Yeah. So, Bills fans, I got some good news. I got some bad news. Here's the good news. We're going to win this game. Let's
go.
For sure. The bad news is it's not going to be sexy like last week. I see this being a completely opposite game as we just had. I see us going in basically trying to make mistake-free football, say we don't want to turn it over anywhere on the field and give them a short field. I think, like you said, we're going to see James Cook, heavy run game, getting back involved with it. Maybe we'll have some fireworks with an early deep pass, but I really see this as a control the clock, don't get injured, get out alive. They might not cover even is what I'm thinking.
The nervous thing for me, though, when you say it, like, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Isn't that what the Houston Texans want to do? They want to control the game. They want to slow the game down. So that's where I'm at a dilemma, because you want to have the high-flying offense you had last year. You want to have that success, but you're on the road and you do need to control things. So where's the balance in there for you?
I think they want to make Mills throw the ball. So that's what I mean. I think they want to get up early and again, not turn the ball over. Don't give them a fumble. Don't give them a pick on our own 20 where they can get a quick strike with our defense, going back on the field right after they came off and they're a little gassed. So, yeah, put the pressure on them to make the offensive plays. We know we can. We have the break glass in case of emergency with Josh. So I think it's going to be all about that. I'd love to be wrong. We'd all love to see a Texans game from years ago when they came into Buffalo. Would we blow them out by like 37?
I can't believe
nothing or something.
40 nothing.
40 Davis Mills as well.
There has to be a stat somewhere that a quarterback who got shut out by a team has never played them for the same team 5 years later. Like, or 4 years later. That's crazy.
Absurd. That's why when we were talking about that on Monday, I had to ask you. I was like, that was the Texans game as well, right? Because there's no way Davis Mills has been on the Texans this entire time, right?
I think he has. Unbelievably. Backup quarterback.
Maybe backup at a point. Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously, again, QB's pass catchers will be important. We have this on the rundown, so I'll get up to you guys. Are we counting the Texans in the most important pass catcher in the game category? Because Nico Collins is probably the most important one to monitor in this game.
Yeah,
if he has under 60 yards, you can't imagine that the Houston Texans win this game.
No, yeah, absolutely. I think, but that's very limited in terms of what we got to do there. I think most important pass catcher on our side of the ball, surprise, surprise, it's going to be Gabriel Davis. Again, we all saw the production last week. Big game Gabe always delivers. And I think he's going to deliver this game, but we'll see a bit more downfield in terms of what he can do. And who knows? Maybe it'll rub off on Keon, Don, despite what you think.
Yeah.
Keon's playing.
I love it.
It sounds.
No, he's absolutely playing. You can't be down 3 receivers and just not elevate him.
Yeah. I mean, so lucky for him, he can just skip the team meeting and he's probably still going to play.
Power move would have been to slip in. They really put him to the test.
Yeah.
I know. But listen, I mean, we're all like, it's such a weird spot with Keon because It's like last year, he was very much liked amongst the fan base. He made some plays, but there were still the holes in his game, and there were still things that were apparent. The training camp, I mean, there was a highlight every day from training camp.
Highlight every day. Everyone was talking about how swole he looks.
And again, but it seems like I don't want to accuse it. I feel like Buffalo fans have kind of given up on Keon a little quickly. That's all I'm saying.
Very quickly.
Because they love Josh so much. And when you see Josh having success right away without Keon, it's kind of like, like a problematic family member almost. So it's a very interesting situation to see.
I don't know. It's been, a year and a half, and it's, there's only been a few glimpses. I'm not saying so on record, I think on the show after Miami, I said I was out on him, but I said, I just got to see it. I'd love to see it. I just got to see it. So, if you want to say, I'm out on him, I think I've given plenty of opportunities. Some of these 50-50 balls he just doesn't look good.
You absolutely did say you were out on him.
So, yeah, I'd love to see it. Show me.
Officially out. If he does anything good, Slick and I are still in. I think that's where we're at, right?
Still in, yeah. And I feel like Bills Mafia that is out, it's almost like they're out on like a girl they still love, Like they need to make the decision for their own better. But they
prom is coming
but
up.
like if something like great happened, they'd be back at their side in a minute.
If Keon goes out there this week, we win by 20, and he has 2 tutties, you think anyone is going to be like, oh, he's a loser, keep him out of the lineup? No, it's all binary.
Steve Smith Sr. is going to go on ESPN and be like, he's the best receiver I've ever seen.
He can NFL level.
Yeah, I mean, your point. He's a nice guy. He's a good guy, but sometimes you got to say, I can do better.
Yeah,
I can do better.
The only thing for me, just to put a button on it, is like we didn't score 44 just because we took Keon out of lineup. Now you could say other guys got volume. Like the game plan was completely different. We were throwing so far down the field compared to how we typically do. We can't do that with Keon in the game. Just because one receiver's in the game, we can't throw down the field.
And these were all, like you were saying, going across the middle. It's not like they were deep separation routes.
Yes, no.
Keon can get open.
Not if he runs like he did on that 4th down. Everyone loves talking about.
Yeah, Don, like a big smile on his face.
He's like, I know I said it was last week. You're still out, dude.
He was trying to seesaw.
You're still out.
I never seesaw.
No,
I only see.
Bro, remember in your
I don't see saws. I see wins.
You've seen all of saws.
I see.
To be fair. Last note on the NFL as we get ready for this weekend and obviously beat the Texans even tomorrow. Jamar Chase suspended for 1 game for spitting. He appealed, which typically buys you like a couple business days. And there was some hope like, oh, maybe this will stretch him through this weekend. Less than 24 hours. They're like, no, you spit on the guy. You're suspended.
Yeah,
I mean, he's caught in 4K and lied about it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what your appeal
is. The penalty for lying should low-key be worse.
Just an attack on another game.
Like, you should get an extra game because you lied.
Like everyone saw you spit.
If we didn't have video evidence, we would have got fooled by your lying. So that should be a penalty.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when you challenge an offsides in the NHL and you lose, get in the box. If you're gonna appeal,
no difference,
and be like, no, I'm innocent, and they're like, we got the tape, we got the footage. You're caught red-handed. You're done.
The footage.
Also,
is in.
hey, public service announcement: stop spitting on people. What are we doing? There's a grown man spitting on people.
I mean,
it's like the Austin Powers thing when he gets random task. Yeah, random task throws. Who throws a shoe? Honestly, you fight like a woman. Like what are we doing? Spitting on each other.
It's just weird.
It's weird.
I like. Have you guys ever been in a tussle where you're like, you know what? I want to shoot a loogie at this person.
Show.
Yeah, like, I want to hit this person with a loogie.
No,
and just
it's a one-way ticket to get your ass
The only thing that athletes do get credit for is that they're accurate with their spit. I'll say when they spit a loogie, it's like going most of the time where they want it to go. If you or I spit a huge loogie right now, I don't think we have loogie accuracy.
I'm not a spitter, so I would try it, just dribble down my chin.
You've never.
Yeah, never spit. Never spit.
Speaking of nobody spitting out, but on the right track. Your Sabres, Don, gut on Monday is the only way to describe it. 5-1 win over the Oilers, Colton Ellis.
Yeah, love it. I mean, they controlled that game front to back.
That was a controlled game.
Like that was, I was sitting there, it was tied 1-1, and I leaned over to my buddy John, my sweet season ticket partner, and I said, they're controlling this game. You had McDavid getting in the box early. It results in our first goal.
Yep.
He gets -2, only 2 shots, couldn't do anything. Now, a lot of the game was fought. I'm going to say the shots at the end of the game, bogus stat, because they got like 8 extra shots when we were just like sitting back up 4-1.
Yeah.
You know, I have no problem with playing defensively like that when you're up 3. Lots of Oilers fans out there.
Alberta's finest. You were talking about them.
I was saying, and there's a lot of young fans. So I think it was a situation where there's a lot of Buffalo young fans that are like, I don't want to root for losers, so I'm going to root for McDavid. No, it's the same thing happened in football. There's a bunch of friends that I have that all are like Colts fans or Patriots fans or Ravens fans. Yeah, they're the real losers. By the way, too, I'm not going to lie. Some of these kids, Sabres are up 4-1. Empty net goes in 5-1. I turn around. The tears start flowing.
Oh, no.
And I put a big smile on my face.
How dare
If
you.
you're going to raise your kids as Oilers fans and you're from Buffalo, I'm going to enjoy those tears.
Going to be a fun ride back to
I'm going to enjoy those
Cheektowaga,
tears.
buddy.
And I'm going to blow a little kiss on my way out.
All right, so let me challenge you guys here. Who has surprised you more? Because one guy has dominated, one guy has been super serviceable / good. Noah Ostlund hasn't stopped finding the twine since he got called up. People are saying he can't go back to, garbage plates. But you also got Colton Ellis. I mean, like, UPL has nowhere to get in the game here.
Yeah, it is a bit crazy. With the 3-goalie rotation, I feel like they can find a way to keep that in the mix, though. Keep the 3 goalies rotating. Noah Ostlund, though. Don't send that guy back anytime soon.
No.
He is a stud keeper. Do whatever you got to do. I was just so impressed last night out of the 3rd and 4th line play. That was the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, Roseanne, too, playing great. I mean, he's had like 3 or 4 games back to back where he's played great. And you mentioned the 4th line. Man, Malenstein, he's throwing the weight around. He's a grinder. Kind of reminds me of like he's not quite at the level, but he kind of reminds me of like a young Chris Drury, where he just works in the corners, digs at the puck. Maybe won't have like the flashiest goals, but just works in the right place, tipping the puck. We were talking about it all game, and I'm like, if Tage and Tuck don't score and they just cancel out the McDavid Draisaitl lines and our 3rd and 4th do all the work like that game, I'm fine with it. I love it. Speaking of the 3rd line, our 3rd line scored. It was Ostlund's first goal against the 1st line. If you saw that matchup, that was McDavid's line out there. I love Lindy playing around with these. He's like, you know what? We're going to put our 3rd line out in the offensive zone against McDavid, and we think we can keep up.
You had your 3rd starting a couple games ago, I believe, as well.
Yeah, he's been playing around with the rotation, where I don't want to say anything too early, but it does remind me of shades of 05 Sabres, where we're rolling 3 lines, rolling 4 once in a while, and we're not too worried about the matchups versus their top line. Now, things can fall apart at any moment. We've seen that with the Sabres. Tonight is so important for that reason. You have a team that's in the basement of the Western Conference, Calgary. They have the least points in the NHL right now, last place. I'd say, if we're talking about games you got to win, this is a game they got to win. I don't even want to look.
What are we, -145?
-160.
I knew it.
So in previous years, Don actually even said it before the show. He's like, so we'll probably lose 4-3 in overtime.
If you look at the Sabres odds, anytime they've played at home and been more than -150, no way they're above 500. No way.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely not. And then when I looked at this, too, when Don said that, plus 280 to go to overtime, feels a little sketchy.
That is a little juicy. Yeah, Isaac Rosen, the only good IR news all season for the Sabres, though. We'll see if they can keep it up against Flames. You feeling it, Don?
I am feeling it. I like this team. I think they got their moxie right now. I think they're rolling. The home record right now is fantastic too. We talk about the road struggles, but I mean, we're 6-3-2 at home. So that's what we got out of 11 games at home. 8 of them we're walking away with points. And of those 3, I think we lost outright. We're talking about the Avalanche and the Mammoth. So I just take care of business tonight. Take care of business. Goaltending's been playing great. Just take care of business.
I'm disgusted.
Agreed. If you can get a couple games more where you keep this rolling, where you don't have to rely on your first line or your top guys for production and goals, We're gonna win a lot of games.
Yeah, well, they just need to show up, and the Sabres need to win 3 out of the next 4 games, no matter what.
Agreed.
Is what I would say. So need to get that done. Speaking of needing to win and needing to win quickly, I got a college football rundown topic, and I don't have a UB game night notice on here. Literally, a producer's getting fired because we've got Buffalo at home hosting Miami of Ohio tonight. 1.5 to 2.5 point dog. This is basically for a shot at Detroit, because everyone has essentially a 4-2, 5-2, conference record. So if UB loses, they're basically out of it. If they win, they're in the driver's seat next week against big-time rival Bunt's Bobcats. So we will take a look at that. Across college football, though, early playoff predictions, people are mad about JMU, apparently. That's what's happening.
Yeah, I feel like, are they? I don't know.
People are mad that JMU is like undefeated or something and wasn't in this playoff. You see this?
Well, I'm not surprised if they are. I didn't know they were undefeated. I knew Don was mad about his Georgia Tech not being in there. And you got Tulane in there as well.
Georgia Tech's been getting slaughtered. They allow like 40 to everybody.
They got one loss. They got one loss in a shootout.
Did they allow 40 to everybody?
Leading the ACC.
No.
Did they allow 40 to everybody?
No.
You sure?
Who cares?
Well, hold on.
They didn't allow 40 to Duke.
No.
They didn't allow 40 to your Syracuse. They didn't allow 40 to Duke. Didn't allow 40 to Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Didn't allow 40 to Wake Forest. Only people.
Gosh, no. I guess the reason I thought they sucked so bad was because they had to sneak by 1-10 Boston College. I guess that's why I thought they sucked so bad.
Boston College plays tough.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Plays tough.
I
mean, what you don't think Georgia Tech should be in there? They beat Clemson.
Yeah, Boston College has been real tough this year. 48-7 loss versus Pittsburgh. 41-10 versus Clemson.
Miami
15 point versus UConn.
What about Miami?
Lost to SMU by 32.
SMU's in the playoff.
What about Miami? They didn't even play Miami.
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm sorry. No. I thought that's coming up. Also, wait. What do you? They didn't lose to SMU.
SMU 45-13. They lost. That's 2 in a row. It's like, can you cut your boy off, please?
Where's you're looking at the wrong year. I don't see this on their schedule.
Am I looking at the wrong year?
But like, I'm not.
There's no Boston College, the team that Georgia Tech had to sneak by.
They're 9-1. They have one loss against NC State.
They've got 5 30-point losses.
Are you looking at
Boston College has 5 30-point losses. The team that Georgia Tech just snuck by.
I'm talking about Georgia Tech.
Yeah. Georgia Tech isn't good.
One loss against NC State.
Because they had to sneak by Boston College, a 1-10 team last
year.
They're
first in the so by that metric, then Notre Dame shouldn't be good because they beat nobody.
A lot of people would say Notre Dame isn't that good.
Yeah, I mean, Don was saying it before the show.
Don's got it. Oh, this is tough.
Miami of Florida isn't good because they lost to USF.
Miami of Florida absolutely is not good.
Okay.
That's not even a debate.
So why are they in over Tech?
Tech's
first in the
prediction.
Tech's in their conference. They're first, and they're gonna beat them in the championship.
We'll see. Time will tell.
Yeah.
College basketball. We got UMB with their second 5-0 start in program history. You could have told me this was gonna happen. I wouldn't have believed you.
Agreed.
0%.
Fareed, 33 points last night. By the way, did you know Bobby Hurley's son was the top scorer for Vermont last night?
That snuck up on me, so I will eat that one. No, I did not know that.
Pretty cool fun fact. But yeah, UB off to the greatest start since Nate Oates' era. I think we said that when they were 4-0, so only up from here. 3.5-point dogs against Vermont. That's not something I expected either. I was a bit
Did you
hesitant.
expect to look at Vermont's record and see 4-0?
Well, I know Vermont's had a decent basketball program in the past. I've seen some tournament appearances from them. So I was surprised by the 4-0, but I thought that was for sure a 4-0 from better competition than UB might have been playing, with our only significant win really over DePaul. So really nice surprise there. Yeah. Absolutely amazing start for UB.
Yeah, love it. We got to get to a game. Missed the game last night, but got to get it. Got to see it. Yeah,
big time.
Both teams in the 90s.
I mean, teams got gut. Seemed like they weren't they down in the first half and kind of.
Yeah, they're down by 3. They were battling the whole time. They were trying to grind, and then they took the lead at the end and held on to it. So
pretty much every UB starter playing like almost 30 minutes.
Yeah, so that's the only thing is not a lot of depth. You could run into trouble come February, March, but right now you're beating teams. That's all that matters is stacking wins. I'm looking at the schedule right now, 5-0. All right, here's who we got. VMI,
Win.
Bucknell, Canisius,
Win.
St. Bonaventure,
Tough.
UMBC, ECU, and then we begin conference play. Nate Oates and crew in 2018-2019 got to 11-0. Whew. Before they fell to Marquette, led by
John Morant.
He was on Murray State. That's why you got messed up.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, geez.
Scoring fiend. Scores like crazy in the NBA. His team plays no defense.
Jimmy Butler? Oh, wait, no.
Trey Young.
Wait, what?
Am I right?
Trey Young was Oklahoma.
Oh,
no?
yeah, it was Oklahoma. Who was on Marquette? I lost him. I lost that one.
Okay.
I'll take that one. Listen, wrong. Someone was on Marquette. I forget who it was.
I know
who
who you're talking about.
Someone was filling it up and scored 30 or 40 that night.
Yeah.
I'm just forgetting who it was. Besides that, anything sticking out to you guys in the college basketball side of things?
Haven't really dug in, kind of letting things simmer until I really get into it. It's the usual suspects. It seems like are your top teams. I know people are all over Bama right now. Time will tell. I do. Looking at the Bulls' schedule, though, I'm feeling pretty good.
I think Bama were dogs.
Going to Canisius. That might be the one.
Bama isn't. Yeah, Canisius.
That might be the one we might want to hit boots on ground for. A little crosstown rivalry, and it's on the Saturday after Black Friday. So
what was Bama and
I'm
Illinois
circling that one on my schedule.
Score yesterday, real quick. I think it's a bit early to tell. You had your Duke Kansas last night. I think Duke probably covered with the win there, as well as I think Michigan State upsetting. It was either UConn or BYU, something along those lines.
Kentucky,
that's right. That was one up early where Michigan State mostly dominated the way through. I will say, though, after picking Syracuse in lunchtime locks yesterday against Monmouth to cover 21.5
Monmouth,
and almost losing, I'm disgusted. I thought Carmelo Anthony's son would do a little better than that, but
yeah,
I digress.
Don't bring Anthony in this.
Our guy's alma mater.
Yeah, well, yes, that's further than the point, but yes.
Yeah. By the way, so I completely forgot this guy for the Marquette Golden Eagles in that UB game. Marcus Howard shot 12 for 25 from the field, 9 for 13 from 3, and put up 45 points against UB to give them their first loss this season. It was unbelievable.
Howard.
Bro, 103 points scored against UB. Unbelievable. What was that game at half? Stand by. I got to pull this up. It was 38-39. Oh, my God. They scored 100. They scored 111 points in the second half.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable. Yeah, they couldn't get stopped. Nobody could stop anybody. Speaking of which, NBA, it seems like the scandals have finally died down to where it's not the only thing that's being talked about. Is that fair?
Yeah, yes.
Pistons are still going.
Pistons are thriving.
13-2.
Yeah. I mean, that they got a hell of a team right there. Jalen Duran is the real deal for sure. Don, you looked like you were about to jump in with the gambling stuff there.
I mean, I think like we said, so many other stories came out that it gets lost in the shuffle. It's like you get detention once. If you're it's the end of the world. If you're a kid that's straight A's, you're a kid that's gotten detention 20 times and you get one more. What who cares? It gets lost in the shuffle. So I think that's happening. It's kind of chilled out.
Gambling Twitter doesn't think it's chilled out. I'll tell you how much.
Yeah. So I wrote that. I don't know. Gambling Twitter always there's so much drama going in there with the rough rowdy
this is gambling
page.
Twitter. You're looking at gambling Twitter right now.
Should we get it? I don't know.
I mean, we don't even have to, but let's face it. Like if you ever watch comments from a game from people who are gambling, like psychos, like we might say something to each other, like, but to actually put opinions out there and things like that, no, that's crazy.
I know one or two.
Yeah.
It's constant. Anytime I'll open up Twitter, maybe it's like 8, 9 o'clock. I'm gonna check it real quick in between like games or a halftime of what I'm watching, and it's just tweet after tweet from people, especially if I'm on the For You page where I'm getting people I don't follow, and it's just like, oh, the fix is in. They call it a foul.
Yeah.
They're gambling. Players are gambling, and so this whole controversy.
FBI investigate.
The best ones are like where it isn't even like about a player prop. Like someone's going and like filming the play of the game that lost them money. and they're like, see that rebound right there? Is that not Otto Porter Jr.?
Oh no,
But it got rebounded by him. The
I
whole
love
NBA
that. I think our guy Stephen Che at Barstool loves doing. He loves adding the NBA like this was an assist. Like, and it'll be like the ball will deflect off his hand.
So
like
tell
it's
me
crazy.
why the rebound went to DeMar DeRozan.
So this brings up our next point, and I'm glad we have our tinfoil hats on, Don. Yeah. I'm Adam Silver. I'm literally eyeball deep in scandal. How do I get out of it? I go to my guy Draymond Green. I say, cause a little stir, bud.
Yeah.
Cause a little stir. Because he's got nothing better. I'm telling you, like, this is absolutely. What were the two things that Adam Silver could make the call on? Hey, Draymond Green, cause a stir. Hey, LeBron, come back like as soon as possible.
Yep.
Bang. The scandals are done.
Yeah, which
Jeff Green double bang.
By the way, to the LeBron, I saw so many people being like, "What? You're offering me free money minus $850 for LeBron to get 10 points? Oh, I'm taking that." People putting enormous amounts of money. Guess how many points he got?
Oh, because I saw this. Like, people, you're right. I saw like the over 5.5 first quarter. Like, oh, this is free money. Like, what did he get? 6 points total?
11.
Oh, no.
Hit it by the skin of his teeth.
Wait, who is this?
LeBron. So everyone on
Baby
gambling,
Bron.
NBA gambling Twitter.
Bronny?
Yeah, no, LeBron. He's back.
He played last night?
He played last night.
Oh, my God.
11 points, 12 assists.
Oh, my
Dude,
God.
And
I
he
love
played 30
headlines.
minutes.
LeBron James makes historic season debut, but it's only historic just because it's his 23rd season.
Yeah,
It has nothing
literally.
to do with his performance.
I thought he was on the way back. I didn't realize
Well,
I was in
30
bed early.
minutes. 30 minutes. Oh my God, he's got sciatica. I didn't notice that. I didn't know that was what. That's like the old man life.
Yeah.
Like,
So you're right. So Tuesday, or I'm sorry, Monday, it was like he might be coming back, and I put that in the show notes. And then last night, it was just all of a sudden like
he's
okay,
back.
he's starting. So I had to emergency
God.
edit show
Wait,
notes.
so
on that.
I thought you told me last season that they got rid of these LeBron 10+ point props because everyone was just making a boatload of money on him.
Nope. Well, I think they were hoping that he was going to get limited time, but he played 30 minutes. So, but he was dishing the ball.
Sciatica, and he plays 30 minutes.
11 assists. Yeah, it must not be that bad. But
I mean, think about the hyperbaric chamber, the treatments. Is that like versus a normal sciatica? Like, are you kidding me?
For sure.
might be perked up. We don't
LeBron's
know.
literally probably got 3 to 5 people.
Lay Percocet.
No, that's dangerous.
Allegedly.
But like, think about it. Realistically, 3 to 5 people are probably tasked with LeBron's well-being.
For
like
sure.
making sure he's taken care of. Like I'm saying, that's crazy. Like an ecosystem just around an athlete.
100%.
For sure.
You saw those reports back then. He's spending like a boatload of money on his body each year.
Oh my God. I didn't know the Thunder already kind of pulled away with the NBA championship.
Yeah.
What?
They're what plus 130 probably?
Plus 175, but nobody else is below plus 600.
Okay, Shai Gilgeous is like plus 135
crazy.
to win the MVP.
What? They're just scoring machines and they're like 14-2 again?
Yeah, they're on pace probably to go for that Warriors
They gotta have a
record.
lull at some point.
I hope so.
And it'll be I hope so. And it'll be a 10-game like stretch. That'll be the time to bet against them, honestly, because there'll be some juicy money lines, some juicy spreads as well. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on the NBA side of things.
I actually think Oklahoma right now is not. They're winning, but they're not cashing the. I think they have a pretty bad against the spread record. Let me see this.
Should we? Yeah, we'll look that up when we find it out. We'll figure that out. Maybe we should fade OKC right away.
The spreads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have thought with LeBron coming back last night, that would have been the perfect night to fade the Lakers. But then Luka goes off for almost 40. So
they're
team.
8-7 against the spread right now.
So not great.
Not
for
great, not bad.
for that big of a favorite, not great.
For sure.
It might be the time.
Might be time, especially because they're above 500 against the spread.
Yeah.
They probably
like-
are getting some crazy
Yeah,
spreads.
for sure. And again, teams are always playing their A game. This is the
For
championship
sure.
favorite for sure. Speaking of your A game, surprise, Helwani with Tony Khan yesterday, Slick.
Yeah, I was just caught up on this before the show. Pretty funny, the whole attitude of all this. Ariel's doing the introduction. He's like, this is a day I never thought would happen.
He really played into the kayfabe of like their not great relationship, essentially.
To me, it was just like Ariel got butthurt that Tony didn't want to answer legal questions the first time. And now here we are. It's like this whole celebration day that should go down in history where they're coming together, extending the grapevine, if you will. I went through all the highlights of this. Not too much juicy stuff. You had like the Punk return where Tony was willing to talk a bit more. Talked about WWE counter programming, which is cool to hear
clip
about.
I saw that people were the most surprised about was how he said he was friends with all the people who took that photo, and he really wasn't affected by it.
Yeah,
Jade, Ricky Starks, Cody, CM Punk.
I believe him. I don't feel like
I feel like
Tony,
if you have $1 billion, you're not as like petty as the internet
Not
like
at
will
all.
make you out to be.
People think like just because this dude said some Twitter rants and whatnot, and he's a competitive guy amongst the wrestling business, I feel like he doesn't have a hateful bone in his body. Also, by the way, how funny did you watch him walking onto the set? It was like the most awkward, nerdy thing ever.
No.
Oh yeah, it was pretty great interaction.
The thing I can't get though with his suits, why do his shoulders look so wide? Like his shoulder jacket,
like so straight across.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, because he wears these bigger jackets, he's not a big guy. Like he's very slender, like thin or whatever.
It is an olive branch, Creek. Thank you.
It is an olive branch.
What did I say?
I don't know.
No one knows.
But
anyway,
Just
so
want to
the
give
world will
our
never-
Creek guy love.
War Games lineup is set. Are you excited for Survivor Series next week?
I actually am. That Raw we were on, we were dub hunting at the time.
Yeah.
They really got you going with the end of that episode. I thought it was a pretty good episode overall. So pretty iconic lineup on each side. You got the Vision with Logan Paul now. Brock Lesnar, who's the fifth with them?
Yeah.
I'm missing someone.
McIntyre and Lesnar.
McIntyre, Lesnar, and then on the other side of things, you got the Usos, Punk, the Tribal
Now, low-key,
Chief.
McIntyre and Lesnar should have a little...
Yeah, I mean, is
I know
that
it's
just
been years.
Heyman getting them on the same
Yeah,
page?
yes, I get it. But let's make it real. Like, they should
No,
definitely have a
100%,
little... Like, if we're going to do
100%.
storylines where Charlotte Flair won't team with Rhea Ripley for Survivor Series, then it absolutely makes sense.
Well, you also thought that Brock was going to go in there and be huddy-duddy with Cody after that
I thought that there was they were playing it off that way, that there was a chance that he could be returning for the faces. I thought.
Yeah, well, and then you had
Yeah.
OTC.
Well, that made me look stupid. So this is also like, when we look back at it, this is going to be like the 3 to 5 year era where it's just like, yeah, every so often like Reigns or Lesnar returned.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's like now with them both back, it's like more than ever. It's been like a decade of this.
They're double dipping
Yeah,
on their returns.
They've been facing off literally a decade. I saw a photo of over the years, and the first one was like 2015. So here we are again, same old, same old. Who's the fifth on them? It's Lesnar, Usos, Punk.
No. You're Lesnar and the Usos.
Oh, I'm sorry. Reigns, Usos, Punk.
Usos, Rhodes, Reigns.
Rhodes. How could I forget?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Speaking of Superstar, who do you think is going to win the Cena tournament? Who do you think is going to face it? Is it going to be Gunta?
It's looking like it's going to be.
I don't like
Gunther, and he's just
Gunther.
going to rear naked choke Cena, make him look like a baby, even though he looks like a baby.
And
to
I
Jey
read a
Uso.
post that would have been better, is that they should have just done a normal competitor for the Cena tournament. Like, they should have put in someone that made more sense than Dolph Ziggler. They should have had Dolph Ziggler be like the third man on Cena's team versus like a Sheamus. Like, I know Cena probably picked Cena,
I agree.
but that would have been a bigger pop spot
because
for,
Sheamus is still in the tournament.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense there. I think that Becky is going to join for Team Asuka.
That would be interesting.
That would be cool. You know, she lost the Intercontinental Women's title to Maxine Dupree.
NML, buddy. No manager's license, okay? So AJ Lee came out illegally. WWE has the best security. Who fixed that? Becky Lynch has lawyers, she said, all over the country who are willing to jump in and take this case because it's so ironclad shut.
She is one of the greatest. A lot of people are saying it. Sports Illustrated is saying it.
Sports Illustrated is saying it.
Oh my God, what was it? Oh, what do you think of the random AJ Lee and Rhea backstage? Does that have any like sense to be made of it, or is it just a run-in and people are hyped because it's two greats? Because otherwise, you're just.
What else is going on in the Triple H era? Is there any like long-term story?
Yeah, hey guys, complaining about AEW storytelling. You want to explain that one to me? Maybe is there anything that goes back
it
there?
makes-
I don't think there's anything, but if you can dig something up, let me know.
It's all ridiculous. Speaking of which, ridiculous that in 10 days we'll be raising the banners, boys. No, we're not taking down the gold ring sponsor banners, which John fibbed about.
Can't
on
put
Monday
down
night.
the banner.
Yeah,
I just realized I was on the wrong side of the arena where I didn't see him.
I hate this
Yeah,
guy.
you did see all those previous Bandits
yeah.
banners, though, and another one will be going up in those
Georgia
Raptors.
Swarm, 10
We'll-
days away.
we'll
Or
be in
Banditos.
We'll be in
Section
attendance.
119, come heckle me. Come
Make
find
sure
me.
you follow
Come
at
find me.
Banditos Pod on all socials. We'll be rocking all year long with them. But yeah, as we get in, guys, kind of going down the final check. Bill Belichick attends an adult cheerleading competition. Don, I'm going to let you kick this one off.
Yeah, listen, I know you are sick of even acknowledging this man's existence, but I'm gleeful. I'm loving it every time a new story comes out where he's just taking his legacy and taking a blowtorch to it just for whatever is going on there. It is it's amazing. It's hilarious. As a Belichick hater, you got to be loving moments like these. I saw a pretty good joke. Someone said he was just scouting his next wide receiver.
Oh, no.
As one of the guys. But you see the picture of them having glitter all over their face and realize, okay, she's in her 20s, whatever. Like, but some of the men there, I mean, we're talking about like 30-year-old people doing adult cheerleading competitions, like I'm guessing like Bring It On style. They have a whole routine.
Oh, dude, that looks like competitive cheerleading for like I hate to say it, that little girls do growing up. Only like it's adults, co-ed adults.
Yeah,
Like
my only take on it is that
cheerleading.
there was zero reason that Belichick needed to be publicly at this thing. Like he could have easily seen a stream or something like that. I mean, I think Jordan's got a lot.
I mean, yeah, talk about drinking the Kool-Aid. Like
drinking the Kool-Aid, he's chugging it from like a
Bro, he
spout.
died of a sugar overdose.
Like cult like iron fist grip and like whoa, pause,
Seriously.
yeah, like, but a grip on his mind. That's what we're talking about here.
Yes.
So
And his leash.
I'm worried about the guy. I'm a mix of like laughing. It's like seeing one of your friends like do the dumbest shit like when they're drunk for the story, and you're like, this is hilarious, but then it gets to a point where you're like, oh, he might actually be ruining his life.
Yeah, it could be pathetic. Yeah,
So-
he's right at that precipice for sure. But again, he
doesn't have much left.
He doesn't seem to care. But if you care, folks, tonight, Sabres, Bulls, tomorrow, Bills, crash out not online, crash out on our line, 716-226-6263. We're already generating some merch off of the crash out line. So excited to see that and excited to see that going a lot
Stay
ahead.
tuned.
Real quick, by the way, this is the smallest form of it, but we got breaking news.
We got breaking news. Uh-oh. More break.
Here on Trainwreck Today, episode 32, 3 minutes ago, a wide receiver who's 32, Trainwreck Today 32, was just released to waivers by his team. He has 6 1,000-yard seasons and knows how to get open deep. Brandon Cooks is a free agent as of just a couple minutes ago. Is this a target for potentially Buffalo?
With the inactivity
Well,
and
you got the
injuries.
injuries,
That's what I meant. No, yeah, sorry, not inactivity. The injuries that are coming to us.
You can't have Curtis Samuel just keep getting injured. Brandon Cooks is a great little supplement.
Especially if Josh Palmer gets back up on the shelf. I hate to say it, but yeah, you got to have something ready to go. 3 down, bring him in. Why not?
Yeah, I don't know what the waivers or where we are at in the waivers order, but hey, this team loves just to beef up the practice squad, so I could see it.
How many total yards from scrimmage does Brandon Cooks have in his career? I told you he has 6 1,000-yard seasons.
I'm gonna go like 9,300.
I'm gonna go 8,500.
Receiving yards, 9,700, 96,
my
97.
God.
Rushing yards, 341. The man has over 10,000 yards of scrimmage. And by the way, if he comes to the Bills, he's 303 yards away from 10,000. That could be a little spot, a little milestone we could do in Buffalo. But as we're wrapping it up here on Trainwreck Today, make sure you're following Her to Buffalo. Make sure you're following Trainwreck Sports. We've got a massive second half of the week long to tag along and hopefully win along. So, any final thoughts before we sign off?
Go Bills.
I mean, go Sabres. We got people. I just want to say to Skull, who you got, Sabres or Flames? We got the Sabres.
The Birds.
The Warpath is back on. I'm back on. I'm sipping the Kool-Aid. Join me. Come say hi. I'm going to be in section 119. Cheers, y'all.
It's all about the Birds. Yeah, and it's all about you following along here on Trainwreck today. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're hanging out. And again, we got a huge week ahead. Make sure you have a great rest of your Wednesday. We have a great second half of the week. We got Bills. We got UB tonight. We got Sabres. What do we got this weekend? We got stuff this weekend too.
We got
a meat raffle on Saturday.
Meat raffle.
Meat
Are
raffle
you
on
kidding me?
Saturday.
At the
That's
BSW.
right,
Crew
that's
me.
right.
We're coming for you, buddy. And I hear there might be some celebrities there. But before we get on to that second half of the week, there's only one way to make sure we do it well, and that's to have a good day now.